A single act of kindness has the power to transform a life in ways we never expect. Sometimes, the smallest gesture can ignite a chain reaction of hope and change. Do you believe in miracles? Comment 1 if you do, or 2 if you're still skeptical, and don't forget to share where you're watching from. Welcome to Motivation for Success. If you haven't subscribed yet, now's the perfect time, because every story here proves that no dream is too small to make a difference. On a crisp December evening in 2024, 10-year-old Emily Adams carefully emptied her cherished ceramic piggy bank, determined to purchase a special Christmas gift for her beloved mother, Laura Adams. For months, Emily had been gathering every coin she could find, whether tucked away from birthday treats, saved from small allowances, or earned through extra chores at home, each coin a testament to her unwavering love and determination. Their modest home in Riverton, a quaint town celebrated for its tight-knit community and the gentle, unhurried rhythm of life, had long been a stage for both wonder and hardship. Emily's world was a blend of magical moments and challenging realities. Laura, a devoted single mother in her mid-30s, labored tirelessly as a healthcare aide at the local community clinic. Day after day, despite long and exhausting shifts and countless nights spent poring over textbooks in quiet determination to become a registered nurse, Laura transformed their small, two-bedroom apartment into a sanctuary of warmth and joy. Even in the face of financial struggles, she infused every corner of their home with love and hope. The air was often filled with the comforting aroma of freshly baked bread mingling with the evergreen scent of a modest Christmas tree, and even the simplest meal, prepared with her nurturing care, felt like a sumptuous feast. That December night, the cool chill in the air danced with the soft hum of timeless holiday tunes, setting the perfect backdrop for an evening of heartfelt purpose. Clutching a well-worn Ziploc bag brimming with carefully collected coins and a few crumpled dollar bills, Emily's heart pounded with anticipation. In her mind, she could almost see her mother's radiant smile, a beacon of light that made every sacrifice worthwhile. With determination sparkling in her eyes, Emily embarked on an 8-block journey through the snowy streets of Riverton to reach the local gift shop, a charming boutique known for its handcrafted trinkets and unique holiday treasures. As Emily stepped inside the warmly lit shop, she was immediately embraced by a sensory symphony. The rich, spicy scent of cinnamon blended seamlessly with the tang of spiced apple cider, while the soft jingle of festive bells echoed like gentle whispers of the holiday spirit. Her eyes widened in wonder as she scanned the carefully arranged displays, each piece shimmering under the glow of soft lights. Memories flooded back of a recent day when, walking past a glittering jewelry window, her mother's eyes had lingered on a delicate, heart-shaped locket, a small but powerful symbol of love and cherished memories. In that moment, as Emily stood amidst the sparkle of holiday magic, every detail around her, the warmth of the shop, the comforting aromas, and the delicate play of light and shadow, seemed to hold the promise of transforming her modest gift into a treasure beyond measure. Her small hands trembled with a mixture of excitement and nervousness as she prepared to purchase the locket that had so captured her mother's heart. This was more than just a gift, it was the embodiment of a daughter's hope to bring a touch of magic into their lives, a beacon of light amid their struggles. In every step of that journey, from the moment she stepped out of her home on that frosty evening to the quiet determination with which she approached the counter, Emily carried not only her savings but also the weight of dreams and the resilience born of love. That evening was a silent promise, a promise that despite the challenges they faced, there was always a spark of hope ready to ignite a future filled with warmth, joy, and the magic of the season. Emily stepped up to the counter with trembling hands, her excitement interwoven with a tinge of nervous apprehension. Carefully, she laid out her modest savings, a collection of shiny coins and a few crumpled bills that she had treasured for months. Yet, as the elderly cashier, whose kind eyes and gentle smile belied a quiet sorrow, explained that the price had unexpectedly jumped to $25 due to a recent holiday promotion. Emily's heart sank. Her carefully counted total of exactly $15.42 now felt painfully insufficient, each coin and worn dollar note a stark reminder of the sacrifices her mother made day in and day out. In that heavy moment of realization, Emily's eyes began to well up with tears. Her small voice, barely a whisper, trembled as she asked, "Isn't there anything you can do? It's for my mom, she works so hard, and I just want to give her something special." The cashier's gaze softened with deep empathy, yet despite her kind expression, she could only offer a helpless gesture towards a distant manager. In that brief, heart-wrenching instant, Emily felt both vulnerable and abandoned by fate, as if her dream of gifting her mother a cherished memento was slipping away. Then, as if the universe had conspired to restore hope, a warm and gentle voice broke through the tension. "Let me help with that," the voice murmured softly. Emily turned around, and there, standing with an aura of genuine kindness, were the understanding eyes of Sandra Bullock. Clad in a simple black sweater and jeans, Sandra carried an approachable, down-to-earth charm that immediately eased Emily's distress. Lowering herself to be at eye level with the little girl, Sandra offered a sincere smile and asked in a comforting tone, "Is this gift for someone very special?" In that tender moment, as the soft hum of holiday melodies and the distant chime of festive bells continued to play in the background, Emily felt a warmth spread through her, a reassurance that even when dreams seem fragile, kindness can mend the broken pieces. With a shy nod and eyes brimming with both tears and determination, Emily softly confessed, "It's for my mom. I loved it when I saw it, but I don't have enough saved." Sandra Bullock's compassionate gaze widened as she listened, her heart clearly moved by the little girl's earnest words. Without a moment's hesitation, she reached into her wallet and withdrew a crisp $50 bill. "This one's on me," Sandra declared with genuine warmth. "Let's have it gift wrapped perfectly, because every mom deserves something truly special at Christmas." A profound hush swept through the shop as the cashier accepted the money, and Emily, still clutching her little bag of coins, stood there in awe, scarcely able to believe that her dream gift was suddenly within reach. Yet, Sandra Bullock's kindness did not stop there. Gently placing her hand on Emily's shoulder, she leaned in and asked, "Your mom sounds amazing, would you mind telling me more about her?" Encouraged by this unexpected kindness, Emily's voice trembled as she began to share her story. She described how, despite long and grueling shifts at the clinic, her mother, Laura, would always find the time to sit with her and help with homework, transforming even the most mundane study session into a delightful game. Emily's words painted a vivid picture of her mother's unwavering dedication. Laura would practice medical terms aloud while preparing dinner, effortlessly turning everyday chores into joyful learning moments. In her quiet, heartfelt narrative, Emily confided that her greatest wish was for her mom to complete nursing school, a dream deferred by relentless financial hardships and the unyielding demands of work. In that moment, the tender exchange between Sandra and Emily not only filled the room with warmth and hope but also underscored the extraordinary power of kindness to transform lives. Just then, a sharply dressed woman in a tailored blazer approached Sandra with a quiet urgency. "Miss Bullock, may I have a word?" her assistant requested in a hushed tone. Sandra nodded, her warm smile reassuring Emily as she promised, "Just 1 minute, sweetheart. Stay right here." Emily watched, her big eyes following Sandra as she stepped aside with her assistant, their conversation hidden from her ears. But she noticed the shift in Sandra's expression, from surprise to a resolute determination that filled the space with promise. After a brief, animated discussion and a few quick gestures with her phone, Sandra returned with her eyes sparkling with purpose. Sitting back down next to Emily, she leaned closer and said, "I have an important question for you. If your mom could have one wish come true right now, aside from spending more time with you, because I can tell you're her whole world, what would that wish be?" Without a moment's hesitation, Emily's answer was heartfelt and clear: "I want my mom to finish nursing school." She already started, but had to stop because money was tight, and she had to work so hard to take care of us. Sandra's determined smile grew even brighter. "What if I told you we might be able to help make that wish come true?" she said, reaching into her bag and pulling out a sleek business card. "This is my personal assistant's number. I want you and your mom to call tomorrow morning. Can you do that for me?" Emily nodded eagerly, clinging to the card as if it were a treasure. With a warm, sincere tone, Sandra continued, "Sometimes, the best Christmas gifts aren't the ones wrapped in a box, they're the opportunities we give each other to achieve our dreams. Your mom has done so much for you, and you've shown such love by trying to give her something special. Now, let's work together to do something even more amazing." Her assistant returned with a plain manila envelope, which Sandra slipped discreetly into Emily's backpack. "Don't open this until you're home with your mom, and remember, first thing in the morning, make that call." With that, Sandra gave Emily a gentle hug and a playful smile. "Let's get you home before it gets dark," she said. "I have a feeling tomorrow is going to be a very big day for you and your mom." And as they walked out of the store, side by side, holding hands beneath the glow of streetlights, that plain manila envelope would mark the beginning of a journey destined to change their lives forever. The locket that Emily had come to purchase was now transformed into a symbol of hope, a turning point where love and determination converged. The next morning dawned bright and crisp. In the soft light of their humble kitchen, Emily and Laura Adams sat side by side at their worn but cherished table. The aroma of freshly brewed coffee and warm toast filled the air as Laura gently unsealed the manila envelope. Her hands trembled with a mix of disbelief and hope as she pulled out a complete scholarship application for the nursing program at Westbridge University, a prestigious institution known for turning dreams into reality. Along with the application was a personal letter from Sandra Bullock, outlining how every associated cost would be covered: tuition, textbooks, uniforms, even childcare for Emily, so that Laura could reduce her work hours and focus on her studies. Tears welled in Laura's eyes as she read the details aloud, her voice thick with emotion. "I don't understand. How did this happen?" she whispered, her eyes fixed on the scholarship documents. Emily, bubbling with excitement, recounted the events of the previous day, the tender moment at the store, Sandra's unexpected intervention, and the promise of a new beginning. Laura's hand caressed the locket around her neck, as if to reassure herself that this was real and not just a fleeting dream. Later that day, with shaking hands and a heart full of hope, Laura dialed the number on the business card. The conversation that followed blurred together, a flurry of professional details, encouragement, and promises of support. Sandra's assistant guided her through the application process with patient expertise, confirming that Laura had an appointment with Westbridge University's admissions office that very evening. That evening, as dusk settled over Riverton, Laura and Emily sat close together on their well-worn couch. Laura's voice was soft yet resolute as she said, "I always thought I was the one taking care of you. But tonight, you've taken care of me in the most amazing way." Emily's eyes shone with pride, and with a quiet smile, she replied, "That's what family does, right?" Their embrace was a testament to the power of love and the unspoken promise that no matter how challenging life might be, hope always finds a way. In the weeks that followed, the whirlwind of activity that ensued was nothing short of miraculous. Laura dedicated herself to the rigorous application process, attending interviews and completing paperwork with a newfound confidence buoyed by Sandra Bullock's unwavering support. And true to her word, Sandra remained a quiet but steadfast presence in their lives. One particularly memorable evening, about a month into Laura's first semester at Westbridge, Sandra paid them a surprise visit. Arriving unannounced with a simple homemade lasagna and a bag brimming with study guides, she announced, "I thought we could have dinner together and maybe even go over some anatomy notes." That night, the tiny apartment was filled with the sounds of hearty laughter and animated conversation. As Sandra attempted to pronounce complex medical terms, intentionally mangling them to the delight of Emily, the stress of the day melted away. Laura's usually tired eyes sparkled with renewed energy as she recounted stories from her classes and shared her growing determination to succeed. The kitchen table, cluttered with textbooks and notes, became a haven of shared dreams and unspoken encouragement. Before leaving that evening, Sandra turned to Laura with a sincere look of admiration. "What you're doing, balancing school, being a dedicated mom, and building a new future for yourself, is truly incredible," she said softly. "But what's even more remarkable is having a daughter like Emily, whose love and belief in you made this all possible." With that, Sandra gently squeezed Emily's shoulder and added, "Sometimes, the angels in our lives come in the smallest packages." 3 years later, on a bright spring morning filled with promise, Emily found herself in the audience of Westbridge University's graduation ceremony. At 16, she now understood the magnitude of what her mother had achieved. Laura Adams, once a weary healthcare aide working long shifts in a modest clinic, now stood proudly among her fellow graduates. Clad in a cap and gown with a shining nursing pin, Laura's eyes scanned the crowd until they found Emily, seated in the front row. At that moment, Sandra Bullock, who had silently attended every milestone of Laura's journey, caught Emily's eye and whispered, "Look what your love started." In her hand, Emily clutched the heart-shaped locket that had once represented a simple Christmas gift. Now, it held a small graduation photo of her mother on one side and a cherished picture of the trio, Laura, Emily, and Sandra, on the other. When Laura's name was called, she walked confidently across the stage to receive her diploma amid a cascade of applause and tears of joy. Her professors, many of whom had been touched by her unwavering determination, beamed with pride. After the ceremony, during the celebratory photo session, Laura pulled both Emily and Sandra into a heartfelt embrace. "I have something to tell you both," she said, her voice trembling with excitement. "I've been offered a position in the pediatric unit at the City Health Center." Sandra's face lit up with joy. She knew that working with children and their families had always been Laura's dream, a dream that was now coming true. That evening, the celebration at their newly upgraded home was filled with laughter, shared memories, and a renewed sense of purpose. Sandra had brought a bottle of champagne for the adults and sparkling cider for Emily, and as they sat around a dining table now filled with mementos of their journey, Laura raised her glass in a toast. "Here's to my brave daughter," Laura said, her voice thick with emotion, "who believed in me enough to empty her piggy bank and change our lives forever. And here's to you, Sandra, who showed us that sometimes the smallest act of kindness can open doors to miracles." Sandra smiled softly, shaking her head as she replied, "I merely opened a door. You two did all the hard work. Your love, determination, and unwavering faith in each other have shown the world what miracles are truly made of." With that, Sandra reached into her bag and pulled out another envelope, reminiscent of the one from that fateful Christmas 3 years ago. "Remember, every door opened leads to a new beginning," she said gently, a subtle reminder that their story was far from over. And indeed, it wasn't. As time went on, Laura's journey continued to inspire not only her family but countless others. She began sharing her story with struggling parents and young dreamers at the pediatric unit, a living testament to the power of perseverance and the transformative magic of a single act of kindness. Each Christmas thereafter, a special package would arrive at their door, a new, beautifully crafted snow globe for Laura's growing collection, each accompanied by a heartfelt note from Sandra Bullock reminding them to keep believing in miracles. Through every challenge and every triumph, the story of the Addams family became a beacon of hope, a reminder that love, when nurtured and shared, can spark the most extraordinary changes. It taught us that even in the face of financial hardship and overwhelming odds, one little act of generosity could set off a chain reaction of opportunities, empowering individuals to rise above their circumstances and rewrite their destinies. The moral of this tale is clear: sometimes the greatest gifts in life are not the ones wrapped in fancy paper or adorned with glittering bows, but those that come from the heart, a love so pure and determined that it transforms not just a single moment, but an entire lifetime. As you listen to this story, remember that every challenge you face holds the potential for a breakthrough. Just like Emily's small act of love for her mother sparked a journey toward a brighter future, your actions, no matter how small, can be the catalyst for extraordinary change. So, what's your story? Have you ever experienced a moment when a stranger's kindness changed the course of your life? Or have you witnessed a small act of love creating ripples of hope in your community? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's inspire one another to believe in the power of kindness. Remember to like, subscribe, and join our Motivation for Success family, because every dream deserves a chance, and every heart can make a difference. In a world where challenges often seem insurmountable, let this story be a beacon of hope. It reminds us that when we stand together, supporting one another with love and compassion, nothing is impossible. Every obstacle can be overcome when fueled by determination, every heart can be uplifted by a simple act of kindness, and every dream can flourish when nurtured by unwavering belief. Thank you for joining us on this emotional journey. As you reflect on the story of Laura, Emily, and Sandra Bullock's timely intervention, let it inspire you to take action in your own life. Look around, reach out to someone in need, and always remember, miracles sometimes start with just a little bit of love. The lesson is clear: never underestimate the power of a kind gesture. When you open your heart to help others, you not only change their lives, you transform your own. Let this story be a reminder that every small act of kindness can create a ripple effect, touching lives in ways you may never fully imagine. Stay inspired, keep believing in miracles, and let your heart guide you on the journey to success. Until next time, this is Motivation for Success, reminding you that every new day is an opportunity to make a difference. Subscribe now and join us in creating a world where hope and kindness reign.